Hello and welcome. Let's look at this algorithm problem. Write a function that accepts a string. The function should capitalize the first letter of each word in the string, then return the capitalized string. For example, if you're given the word a short sentence, the A should be capitalized with the S and the other S. So the first letter of every word should be capitalized. If you're given this a lazy fox, you should have A, L, and F capitalized. And if you're given something like this, look, it is working, you should have look, L for the look, capitalize it, capitalize S and W. So how we're gonna do this? We check out the test. The test says require index, because we are looking at this index.js file. Test capitalize is a function. That means the type of capitalize should equal function. Now we have test capitalizes the first letter of every word in a sentence. Using this callback function, we expect that when we say capitalize and put any word, that is going to return all the words capitalized. Capitalize the first letter, just the same or similar. I love breakfast and meal, the same thing here. So even though this is not a real word but combination of string, it has to capitalize the first. So that is what we are having, and that is what we are supposed to work on. So to work on this, we can easily start immediately. So there are two solutions to this, but I'm going to be trying the first solution. And that first solution, we're going to create an array first. So out of this string, we are going to make up an array from the string. So I'm going to have const words. So this words is the array that I'm using. So with this array, I'm going to be pushing every other thing that I do to this array. So we're going to be using a for loop that will go through the string that is passed. So let's say we are passing through a lazy fox. This lazy fox is going to be converted to an array with space because of the space that we are having between the words. So we have an array that has elements A, lazy, and fox. So that's the first thing we are going to do. So we're going to say for, then inside the bracket we are going to say let word. You know, you can always use anything, it mustn't be word. Let word of string split. String is what is passed to us, this any sentence that is passed. So string dot split is converting a string to an array, and you're converting it using empty space. Take note, empty space is not the one we did for the reversal of string. We just used nothing, just the quotes, but here we are giving a space because we are having a space between. You can see this space between the words, so that's why we are giving a space there. So for this, we are gonna iterate through, and when we are iterating, what are we doing? We are actually going to be doing we are checking the first word. We are going to be checking the first word and the first letter of the word. And how do we get that? We just simply say word 0. That is the first letter. Like in this word now, the first letter is L. Here and the first letter is F. So we say word dot 0 and we'll convert it to uppercase. And you know, to convert to uppercase, you can simply say dot to uppercase. That is how you convert. So having converted this, next thing will be to add up the rest of the word that you slice out. So we'll now say plus. We also say word dot slice. So you use word dot slice to get some part of a word, but how you do it is by, you need to put something, an argument. If you say 1, that means you're slicing apart from the first letter the other part of the words, and that is what you want, because the first letter you've already done uppercase to it, so you're just slicing it out and printing out the rest of the word. So, and that is going to do exactly what we want. So we'll just close this down So we'll just close this down and okay. So having done this, we need to push whatever we have to this words array. So to do that, I'm gonna say words dot push. So if I do that, we are now gonna have the word pushed to the array, and once it is pushed to the array, that means we have what we want. So that is actually what we want to do. So after pushing it to the array, we can simply convert the array back to string, and to do that we simply say words dot join. You know, join is what we use in converting back to string or back to sentence. And what are you looking at when you're converting? Is it just an empty non-character, or are you using a space? But we're using a space because we want it to be a sentence, not a string. So, and that does the work. So with this, we are going to have our capitalization done well. But remember that you have to return this once you are done. So I'm going to use this return statement. So with this, we'll have our test running. So if you try this by putting any string and saying capitalize, you see that with this, that will have a perfect. Please make sure that this is supposed to be split, not split. It's supposed to be S here. So with this, we can have our capitalize function working effectively. Thank you. Please, if you like this, hit the subscribe button. If you have any questions and concerns, drop them in the comment section. Thank you, and God bless you.